Welcome and thank you for tuning in to the final game from the University of Wolverhampton. I'm Jason Swain and I'll be taking you the rest of the way. We are moments away from this perennial matchup and we are live. First of all, we will respect the national anthems. The weather is quite warm outside. Inside the building, it's absolutely pandemonium and the heat is on the pitch. Just going through the national anthems for both England and Ukraine. Well, there we have it, the sporting handshakes as the teams go down the line. Both national anthems have been played and the crowd respectfully listen to those. The sporting handshakes is where it will end as England face to take on Ukraine. They're playing for all the marbles in this final competition. It's the final. It's team number 1, Ukraine in the world, against team number 2, England. Fixtures earlier from today, Turkey taking on Italy. Italy victorious 3-0, which means they achieve 5th place. Japan absolutely annihilated by Spain, 9-0, which means Spain will take 3rd place and Japan will take 4th. And right before your eyes, England against Ukraine for place 1 and 2 in this championships. Almost a week ago, 7 teams met in England, all from 7 different countries. Here we have the team lineup for England. We have number 13, Miles Chadwick. Number 4, the man in the middle, Harry Gibbons. Number 5, Harry McDonald, the inspiration from the semi-final. And number 6, the goal-scoring Douglas Pratt. Number 11, Liam Spinks, the subs, the young Jacob Heisman, Adam Leone, John McDougall, Josh Bew, and the hero of the penalty shootout, Jack Walsh. They're coached by Steve Daly. Moving on to the Ukrainians, a well-oiled machine. Number 12, Anton Humanik. Number 3, Ilya Lubashev. Number 5, Oleg Avramov. Number 11, Ivan Huts. Number 2, Oleg Hetmanov. The subs, Roman Shitnikov, Anton Havrenko, Artem Shazny, Vadim Shvets, Robert Trember, and the head coach, Mykola Chikailo. What a game we have in store. Each team with a mission in mind, but right now there is only 2 left standing. Can you imagine or dream as a youngster that you would not only be chosen to play for your country, but you would have the chance to be the number 1 country in the world? That dream is now a possibility for both these Ukrainian and Englishmen, who are 1 game away from being on top of the world. It's the partially sighted men's final. It's from the University of Wolverhampton, and it's the World Games. We are moments away. The referee looks at the watch. 20 minutes on the clock. Ukraine will play left to right and will have the ball early. The ball is with Liam Spinks, who puts in an early challenge which will do him well. Oleg Avramov will go down the line. It will be at the feet of the number 2, who gets shadowed out of bounds. But the number 2, Oleg Hetmanov, he will have the throw-in. The Ukraine's not happy of the physical play, but I'm sure they'll give more than they take. Shvets on the bench, one of those people who can assert the authority. There's a mini wall inside the line. The Ukraine's on the right-hand side, deep into enemy territory. This is where the goal came from the other day, the first opening goal against Spain. Not this time. The ball will be in the corner for the first corner of the game to Ukraine. Douglas Pratt and Liam Spinks stand. It will fall to Pratt. It's a bad touch and it's a nervous one, understandably at this time for these Paralions. The Ukrainians will advance the ball. It will come to McDonald. He'll try break out, gets the nod to start today's game. Came off the bench the other day, but he has well earned that place in the starting lineup. The change has been Jacob Heisman, the youngster, will start on the bench. He'll be used probably to come on and ignite some energy at different parts of this game. It's Ukraine ball. It'll go back to Hetmanov. He plays the ball down the wing. It'll come back to Hetmanov. He has a strike, and it's a good early save into the safe hands of Jack Walsh. And here's the man in the middle, Harry Gibbons, sorry. Ball is back to Harry Gibbons. He'll try back heel it. It's given away in dangerous territory. And the number 11 goes down the wing. And what a shot by Ivan Huts. An early warning sign that these Ukrainians, as we see the replay, can break and score at any point. Lubashev will inbounds this one from the side. A routine play as it's fizzled across the box, and if you are England, an early warning sign that Harry Gibbons has to be on the move. He was beaten there ahead of time, and that could have easily gone in. Harry Gibbons will have the ball. He'll knock it to Liam Spink. It's back to the impressive Gibbons. McDonald will take a touch, and well closed down by this Ukraine team. Hunting in numbers. It's up to Douglas Pratt. He takes a touch, but it just goes out. Douglas Pratt will be wanting to get himself settled down. Not the game he wanted against Japan, but my oh my, was he a star in the group stages. He's on 6 goals for the tournament, the top goal scorer so far in this competition. And what a personal achievement it will be for Mr. Douglas Pratt to get a couple more goals in this one and get that golden boot. We've been playing just under 2 minutes, and I can tell you something, it's absolutely deafening in this arena. It's a sellout crowd with so many fans back in the stand. It's standing room only at the bottom sides of the stands, And this crowd is exceptionally loud. There's drums, there's noise, and there's everything you can imagine to make up the ingredients of a great atmosphere. The ball is with Tremba. He goes to the side. It's the number 9, Artem Shazny. Closing him down is Douglas Pratt. They're pinning the Ukrainians back, but at the outlet, down the side is Tremba. It's a good tackle, once again, by that man, Harry Gibbons, as he comes across and detonates the scoring opportunity for Ukraine. It's taken. It's in the feet of the Havalenko. A replay comes to nothing. It's not a bad touch and a good turn, but the good save by Jack Walsh. It'll come to Tremba. He'll look to cut inside, maybe switch play. It's well held up by the number 9, but Douglas Pratt has a chance to open out the legs and get out. He elects to go back. Good defending by the Ukrainians. Shvets will pursue this ball. Harry Gibbons will look. His size difference is immeasurable, but Harry Gibbons, more fleet of foot, but gives that ball away. Good pressure by the men in yellow, but it's a good tackle by Spinks as he comes away, and once again we see the overall power and the discipline of this Ukrainian team. Doesn't look much in it right now, as the ball will go back to Liam Spinks. It's back at the feet of Gibbons. Gibbons knocks it back to Spinks, and the ball has gone to Douglas Pratt. It's another bad touch, but he will regain the ball. Harry McDonald will go inside. England just being pushed back a little more than they like, and Jack Walsh will have to let that one roll. It was a misplaced pass by Liam Spinks, and if you notice, not like Japan, Ukraine are pushed up at least into the England half, which is causing them to play from behind. It's a shot across goal, and the feet of Jack Walsh came to the rescue, but that could have gone anyway. Early substitutions from the Ukrainians. Number 11, Ivan Huts, will come back into the game. Number 3, Lubashev. And the number 2, Hetamanov, will enter the fray. It's with Lubachev. He'll cross that ball, but it's guided out, thankfully, by Harry Gibbons. So, not sure who will be the two happier of the managers right now, but a score 0-0. It seems like the dust has settled. Strategies have been put in place, and now it's the time for players to stand up and be counted and make plays. One guy that can do that is Douglas Pratt. He'll chase this ball down. Lubashev will have to play it wide, and Douglas Pratt does a good job. He's applauded by the England fans. Ball is with Hetamanov. He'll knock it wide, and it's back to Hetamanov. It'll come across. Ivan Huts will take this one on. Will he use the keeper? No, he won't. And England will retain possession. It will be with Harry McDonald, the goal scorer. And what a super penalty he took to make sure England got to where they're supposed to be. Ball is with Adam Leone, who's just come into the game. It's a good pass, and the physicality of Oleg Hetamanov really putting Douglas Pratt under some pressure. We'd like to see Douglas Pratt going down the right-hand side and providing that width and darting intentively into the penalty area. Right now, Harry Gibbons will just say, everybody relax. It's good play by Adam Leone, but once you beat one man, this Ukrainian team are always there to back it up. Harry Gibbons will come wide. Adam Leone will go back to the England playmaker. As soon as I say that, he sprays the ball wide, and it's a poor ball by Harry Gibbons. Ukraine will slowly build. The ball will go through, and it's good pressure by England, and it's applauded by coach Steve Daly. Steve Daly and his men really pressing high up that pitch to not allow the Ukrainians to get a full head of steam. Likewise, the Ukrainians will put the English team under pressure, and it's good pressure by the number 3 Lubashev. Starting off in defence, how versatile are these players? These elite athletes can play in all kinds of positions. Partially sighted or not, the futsal league in the UK at top level, a lot of these English players are playing on those teams. Hetmanov said that he took one to the chin. The referee goes over and says, if you're looking for a whistle, you better find your own. Has nothing called. The ball will go out though. It will be with the men in yellow, and it'll be coming down the right hand side deep into English territory. The number 11 Ivan Huts will resume play. In the vicinity is Hetmanov. He'll blast the ball, and Jack Walsh up to the test as he pushes that one out. Good save by the England keeper. Sorry, my mistake. Jack Walsh, you do deserve the plaudits from the other day, but in goal, just didn't get a sight of the number. It is the impressive Miles Chadwick. So Miles Chadwick, I apologise, sir. You are having an absolutely exceptional game. Hetmanov will strike. Once again, Miles Chadwick will get across and stop that. It breaks, and Adam Leon has a chance, but there was a late tackle, and it was on Douglas Pratt. The England fans hold their breath as their main talisman goes down, and we see just that shot and Miles Chadwick getting across and making that save. It's with Harry Gibbons. He knocks it wide to Douglas Pratt, goes inside to Adam Leon, swarmed by this blanket defence of Ukraine. Harry Gibbons will take it across. Leon may have to go back to Miles Chadwick. Fortunately, it does go through to him, and right now the Ukrainians are pinning England back. A stingy defence. Leon gets down the left side, and that is where the gap is, as Harry Gibbons sought that one out, and a delightful chip into the path of Leon. Back come the men in yellow as they come across the halfway line. It's back to Huts. He'll play it, and it's a nice touch by Hetmanov, but he'll go all the way through to Miles Chadwick. He'll put the ball down, and it's Harry Gibbons over to Liam Spinks. That three-man kind of passing line between Adam Leon, Liam Spinks and Harry Gibbons has been so effective in this tournament. The problem is, can you play it under the pressure of the Ukrainians, who stick to their guns, borderline arrogant, obnoxious at times, but boy can they play some football. They do not let you breathe, and also going forward, they're a weapon and a sight to behold. The ball goes out, it will be a Ukraine ball. The emotions of Harry Gibbons flaring over, but the referee right there understanding the moment. A lot at stake, playing for number 1 in the world. Adam Leon takes it over. He'll have chance to run. He might get this ball back. It's a good tackle, but it breaks to Douglas Pratt. And once again, they have to go back towards their own goal. Quickening up the pace might be the recipe, as Adam Leon tried to get inside, and it will ricochet off him, but promising for England as they get forward. So, with 13 minutes 35 remaining in the first half, it has been more Ukraine going forward. They've had a few chances that have gone into the penalty area. England yet to really have a major shooting opportunity to test the keeper of Ukraine. Shvets will knock it down the line. It's a good ball. It comes across, and the number 9, Artem Shazny, wastes that ball. Nobody coming in. Once again, we've seen this movie before as Harry Gibbons brings the ball down. Back to Gibbons in the centre, the man in the middle for so much of this England run. It's a good touch, and in the semi-final, that was working to perfection. The link-up play between both Spinks and Leon down that right-hand side. Shazny will knock it down the line. Harry Gibbons, the sliding tackle, he's applauded by the England faithful. Miles Chadwick barking orders to his two-man wall. That two-man wall is Pratt and Spinks, but that ball flew across. Unfortunately, it was moving and the referee was not happy with how it came across. But a replay shows that that ball is clearly moving. It's on the field of play. And Liam Spinks will have to make sure he resumes play from the correct spot, which he does. Adam Leone has the ball. Steve Daly sticking to what he knows best. Not many substitutions so far. Into the game comes McDonald to give Douglas Pratt a well-earned rest. It's a nice one too, but only if Liam Spinks would have opened up, he would have seen there was a chance to go forward. A rarity in this game of this magnitude. 12 minutes just over remaining in this first half. The ball will come back. It will come back to Shazney. He'll step over and he's caught by Spinks. Spinks picks him up and says, let's get on with it. No intent there, just an ill-timed tackle by Liam Spinks. Anton Havilenko will start this one. He'll go cross-court. It will be at the feet of Themba. Tremba tries an early shooting chance. And as Tremba played that ball into Vadim Shvets, he did everything right besides find the net. Rolls the defender. And Harry Gibbons, no chance. Size advantage. And there's another shot that comes to no avail. But back to that shot there from Shvets. Kind of conjured out of nothing. Josh Pugh getting some early action in the first half. He's brought the energy from this England team. So many ingredients making up that run to the final. And McDonald pounces on the ball and rightly so earns the free kick. An error, costly error could it be, by Havilenko, as England have a chance to tee this one up and perhaps go around the outside of the wall. Gibbons, will he look to strike it? He goes right, just few. It comes across the defence and nothing doing. The ball is rolled out to the number 2 on the left side. Hetmanov switches play. Liam Spinks closes him down. Will that ball go out? No, it's just in. And a chance here. Oh, and almost the opening goal as both players cascade into that goal. And there's been a collision. I don't want to speculate. I hope the number 9, Artem Shnazny, didn't hit his head on that post. Let's see. No, fortunately, it was probably at the top of the back, as both players, I think, took a tumble, and adrenaline will soon kick in, and we hope to see them back into action. But what a move by the Ukrainians that can turn defence into attack in an absolute flash of lightning. Highlights from early on in the game, and Miles Chadwick equal to the task. But here's the devastation that Ukraine can cause by going forward, and a couple of early saves by Miles Chadwick has probably give this England team some confidence. In the thick of the action, Robert Tremba has been always there. And this well-worked routine from the right-hand side has been a feature of the Ukrainian game. Everything seems to be coming down this right-hand side. It's all about power and accuracy. These shots have been flying in like missiles on the Liverpool goal. Liam Spinks is just being checked on, and what a defensive play it was from him to detonate that chance, which was a sure goal for the Ukrainians. He's okay as he walks off. Both players will have to be substituted. Onto the field of play is Oleg Avramov. Also joining the fray once again, the talisman Douglas Pratt for England. Josh Pugh controls and goes back to Harry Gibbons. This ball will have to be moved fast as Harry Gibbons plays it into Douglas Pratt. It's good hold-up play for a second. Was good hold-up play by Douglas Pratt, and Harry Gibbons just apologising to somebody in the crowd as it's lashed high into the stands. Good save by Miles Chadwick once again. Gibbons will play the ball out. Josh Pugh with the poor touch and well shadowed by Hetmanov as Ukraine once again retain possession. It's been a one-sided affair in terms of possession, and that's been England's. However, it's been a one-sided affair in terms of scoring opportunities from Ukraine as they look the more likely team to score. Good defending by Josh Pugh, but somehow Ivan Hutz got that shot away, and Josh Pugh just coming in to give players a rest goes back to the bench. The trusty Harry McDonald comes back in, and as he always does, he pulls up his shorts and says, I'm ready to go. Hands behind his back to not give a penalty away. But I would argue that these Ukrainians are more than happy. They are getting closer and closer to opening the scoring. Chadwick offloads to Gibbons. Gibbons will walk it across. He'll venture forward. Harry Gibbons, a little bit restless playing at the back, senses the opportunity to get out of the box. Have to be daring, as Jurgen Klopp says, in these moments. He does. He wants a handball, but it was ball to hand. Nevertheless, Gibbons will retain possession. He'll put the ball in from the side. It will probably come to Adam Leone. However, as he walks towards the goal, there may be a shooting opportunity or crossfield ball into the path of Douglas Pratt. It's with Leone. He goes square to McDonald. McDonald comes back to Harry Gibbons. He doesn't. He's robbed by Ivan Hutz, but is that a free kick? The England bench thought that was a dive. We might see it on a replay, but I would argue that McDonald shouldn't be losing possession in that area of the field. And he did catch the Ukrainian striker. Yes, he did go down, but probably the right decision, as I would fear for my life right now if I was McDonald. It's Lubashev, and he opens up the scoring, and he must have noticed a little chink in the armour in the bottom corner as he fired that one in. And how costly is that free kick given away by Harry McDonald? Advantage Ukraine, and with just over 10 minutes remaining, it's England 0, Ukraine 1. However, I was once told you are at your most vulnerable after scoring a goal. So let's see if England, in true futsal style, can get back on with it straight away and get back at these Ukrainians. The important thing is, do not concede a second going into half-time. Harry Gibbons working relentlessly. I can't remember him being off the field. The ball will roll through to Chadwick, who's been near perfect, apart from not being able to actually stop the absolute rocket from the Ukrainians. And what a goal it was by Lubashev. Ball is with Douglas Pratt as he ventures down the side. He'll cross it, and a whisker away was Harry McDonald. As in the goal-scoring form both McDonald and Douglas Pratt have been in this tournament, you would have loved as an England fan to see that ball fall to his feet. The Ukrainians will conduct proceedings again. They'll bring it out. Tremba will knock the ball down the line. It's well held up by Svets, and there's no getting round him for Harry Gibbons. Ball goes back, goes deep into the Ukrainian territory. It'll come back to the right hand side, and the ball is with Tremba. It's cut out well by Douglas Pratt. It's down the side and it's beautiful link-up play. And the cross-field run by Artem Shazny and the through ball across the face of goal could have been met. Anton Havalenko was in the vicinity. So we have a chance to sit down and breathe. And with 9 minutes just over remaining, it is England 0, Ukraine 1. There's the opening goal. What a goal it was. Ukrainians fully celebrate. And the strike was absolutely immaculate. No keeper in the world would have stopped that. So, back on the field of play with 9 minutes 23 remaining. England have to come up with something. It would be so refreshing for them and their fans if they could get one back before going into half-time. Would be an exceptional confidence boost going into the second half. However, 1-0 would be a good reflection of the first half, and it would mean that the three Lions, those Para-Lions, will be still in it with a shout. The last thing you want to do as an England team is concede now. Good pressure from Josh Pugh. Josh Pugh given the assignment of marking the biggest threats, a little bit more physical than Harry Gibbons as he gets a rest on the bench for the first time. No doubt we'll see the diminutive playmaker come back onto court quickly. The ball is with Shazny. It goes back to Trember. Trember will go back to Shazny on the right-hand side. He'll play a nice ball, and in goes Trember, and he has the goalie to beat. He tries to the delicate chip, and it will come down, float in the air like a balloon. But Miles Chadwick will say thank you. It's the easiest save he's going to have today. Trember turns away from the attention of Douglas Pratt, sorry. A combination of Douglas Pratt and Josh Pugh. A replay there, you see the nifty little flick from Svets as he tried to get his teammate in. Fortunately for England, it came to no avail, but unlucky there as Harry MacDonald received that ball. He thought he was off to the races. It will be brought back as it is an England kicking about 10 yards outside their goal line on the right hand side. Liam Spinks will resume play. He'll be taken over by Josh Pugh. Josh Pugh, the comedian by day, but there'll be no funny business on this field of play. Now, was that a foul? Yes, it was. Douglas Pratt tried to get in front of the defender, but well shielded by Havalenko. Mass substitutions by the Ukraine as number 11 Ivan Huts comes back. Number 5 Avramov, and the big centre forward coming back into play is the number 3, the scorer, Lubashev. Lubashev plays it back in field. It goes across. Avramov going down the line. And the Ukrainians are looking like they mean business. The ball is moving exceptionally quick. It's fizzing around on this rubber surface. And England, where will they get this opportunity from? It was important to not concede in this first half, but they can't deal with that anymore. They have to move on. 1-0 down. What are these Para-Lions made of? It will take more than a huge fight to come back against the number 1 team in the world. However, if you are a believer, you will know that this English team came back against Spain to force their way into first place into their group, are more than capable of fighting against adversity. Douglas Pratt will challenge that ball. It's a good ball down the sideline. It's with Ivan Hutz. He's the hold-up man. Avramov goes square. Hetamanov knocks it wide. It's with Lubashev. He goes back, and it's good control by Avramov. Lubashev with a nice ball. Ivan Hutz looks like he's going to go back, and the touch from Hetamanov really gave Ivan Hutz the chance on the volley to make that 2-0. He didn't have the courtesy to make it find the net. What a play and what a ball by Hetamanov. Harry Gibbons back into the game. Douglas Pratt tries to go down the outside. Nothing doing as he runs out of room. So, with just under 7 minutes remaining in this first half, the tale of the tape has been Ukraine have not only had a lot of possession, they've also created opportunities. England, although they've had possession, are being pinned back and not really have had a clear-cut chance. That's the identity of this Ukrainian team. Stingy in defence, as I said earlier, borderline obnoxious at times, and just will not let you get past. A stubborn weapon, and quite clearly a contender to take this first place. But can England rise to the occasion as the shot comes in and they have a chance to get out and run? Leon picks the wrong ball as Douglas Pratt was there to chase it, but it was the wrong ball, and he apologises. But the magnitude of every single play goes up in a final. Every pass that goes out is bigger than it would have been at the group stages. Adam Leon with a chance there to get out and run, and he plays the wrong ball, and the air goes out of the building. These England fans staying with their team, playing like a six-man, keeping the noise up. Goes back to Ivan Hutz. He'll knock it wide. He continues his run, and Hetamanov goes inside, and Svets tried to play that ball back, and it just didn't happen. My mistake, it was Avramov. Such is the speed of this game. It's very, very difficult to keep up with who even has the ball. Right now, it's Adam Leon. He'll come back to Harry Gibbons. Spinks will take over. Spinks loses out, and there's potentially a 2-on-1, and a poor ball from Ivan Hutz. Goes begging, and the chance has gone on Oleg Avramov. If only he could rewind time, he would have that ball in front of him with a striking opportunity. Harry Gibbons playing in that central role. So good at making others better. But right there, Douglas Pratt with a poor touch. If England can only be aware, if that ball comes into the middle, they have more time than they think. They can turn and face an attack. Ball is down the side. It's a good run by Trember. He backheels it, and that could have been the second goal quite easily. It will ricochet onto the halfway line, and England will be happy that they kicked that ball in, as it seemed to just beautiful backheel there, and the cross just seemed to not work out for the Ukrainians. Adam Leon comes back. Harry Gibbons once again spreading the wealth. Douglas Pratt gives it back to Harry Gibbons. Goes across court. Oh, he gives that ball away. And it's in a bad area, and he gets lucky. And Harry Gibbons, by any standards, should have made the correct pass. Yes, this England team, Harry Gibbons and co., yes, they are partially sighted. But if we talk about vision alone, what can this man not do? Harry Gibbons can see the floor as good as anybody else playing the game. It's back with him, playing like a point guard in basketball. His detriment is none. Comes back across to him. It's Gibbons again with the ball. Douglas Pratt knocks it inside. It's a good touch by Spinks as he's hit after the ball, and there's the turn, and it's a good decision there by Douglas Pratt as he's encouraged to turn, and I think now he realises that if he turns, he has a sight on that goal. Trember Knock the ball wide. It's with the number 9, Shazney. It's a nice 1-2, and he's in the clear, and it's an even better ball. And all of a sudden, England's defence were cut to ribbons. The number 8, Anton Havalenko, made that run. We see it once again, the beautiful 1-2, and Shazney puts that on a plate, but not eating is the number 8 for Ukraine. Beautiful ball. It's with Spinks. He'll come out. He'll have a chance to shoot. It will ricochet. A good closing tackle by the number 9, Artem Shazney. England down the right end of the pitch for them have a corner. Is a set piece the best opportunity for these Para-Lions to get back on track? Liam Spinks will be over it. He'll knock the ball back. McDonald will run into the box, and it's a goal! What an absolute cracker, as this place has just caught fire, and Adam Leone salutes the crowd. Harry Gibbons comes over, and it happened out of nothing. We're going to look at the replay, but what a well-earned goal it is by this England team. McDonald goes first, it comes across, and Adam Leone smashes that ball in. And Roman Skotnikov will not be happy. Sorry, Anton Humanik will not be happy that that ball has gone through his legs. But no time for sympathy, as these Para-Lions may be going into half-time at 1 each. What a response from the home nation. If you are just tuning in, we're at the University of Wolverhampton, and I can't understand for 1 minute that you are just tuning in, because as exhilarating as it is in the stands in this arena in Walsall, it's even bigger on the field of play. These guys have really treated us to some great football, and it all remains at 1 each. Ukraine having the lion's share of possession, but the Para-Lions striking back. They'll be more than happy to hold on to this and go in 1 each at half-time. Harry Gibbons applying the pressure. Avramov will take over. It'll be Ivan Hutz with the ball. Ivan Hutz will knock it back to Avramov. And Gibbons' beautiful physical play says not in my house as he knocks him out of bounds. Great shepherding down the line by Harry Gibbons. As small as he is, no doubt he can be a bully on the block at times. Miles Chadwick just questioning to the referee what the problem is. There is a small issue. He wanted to get on with the game, but play will resume now. Adam Leone back to Harry Gibbons. Adam Leone just a little bit anxious and looks a bit nervous at this point. And who can blame him? You've got all the way through to the World Games final. Representing your country is one thing. Playing for the big chip is unbelievable. The ball has just gone over, and that diagonal ball again splits the England defence in pieces. It's a beautiful ball, and the number 2, Etamanov, could have done better. Adam Leone loses the ball, but backed up by his buddy Harry McDonald, as Adam Leone says thank you. Harry McDonald says no problem. As always, he pulls up the shorts and moves on to the next play. What a competition we've had in all sports in this one. Approximately 1,500 athletes competed either in partially sighted or the blind games, and they have been a credit not only on the pitch but also in and around the campus of both Birmingham and Wolverhampton. Ball is with Spinks. Harry Gibbons smashes that ball, and really he's asking Leone, give me an avenue, make that move and get across. It's a good ball across, and it could have spun in, and Liam Spinks breathes a sigh of relief. He looks a little bit gassed right now as he's got his hands on his knees, really feeling the pressure, and who would blame him? This game has been played at 110 miles an hour. Lubashev out of bounds, and this is extremely dangerous as Hetmanov comes inside. He'll fire it across and could have gone anywhere, and Adam Leon will be more than happy to smash it against the Ukrainian. Back onto the pitch, Douglas Pratt. Ball is out left. It's with Liam Spinks. It goes across to Harry McDonald. It's with Spinks. He can go forward. More speed would be a better ingredient for this recipe. The ball is out for a kick-in on the side, but more or less 7 yards away from the corner flag. Referee telling the Ukrainians to move back. Avramov and Lubashev, the offenders. Harry Gibbons took that shot. It's a good ball in from McDonald. And well played by Harry Gibbons. Smelt the danger and backed off enough, and the ball will roll out. And Miles Chadwick will be happy to be able to just put this one down and let the magician Harry Gibbons take over. Once again, spreading the wealth. It goes to McDonald. It's a poor ball by McDonald, but credit down, the closing down by Lubashev. Lubashev absolutely phenomenal in this contest. Not only this one, dominant in the group stages, and he's been a key ingredient of Ukraine's success in this World Games. A good tackle by Douglas Pratt. He goes after it again, and will it break free? It comes to McDonald. He'll take it on, and Douglas Pratt sportingly wants to check that the number 11 is okay. It was a hefty challenge by both players, nothing in it, and the number 11, Ivan Hutz, has taken a massive blow there by Douglas Pratt. One or two of the Ukrainian players are not happy with the challenge by Douglas Pratt, but he's a competitor who competes to the maximum, but definitely does it fairly and respectfully. So that's what we like to see. We like to see Ivan Hutz get back to his feet and play this game. No one wants to see players getting injured. The players on the pitch deserve to be there and deserve to see this one out. The ball stood over on the left-hand side. Harry Gibbons and McDonald. What can they conjure up? Will it be another shot from Adam Leon? He's waiting in earnest just inside the Ukraine half. McDonald will play it to Gibbons. He'll fire it across. It doesn't go through, and it's back with Leon. It's back with Gibbons. He nutmegs his defender, but well defended. Just crowded out by Artem Shazny. No way down the line for Harry Gibbons. So 1 minute 20 remaining in this first half. It's England 1, Ukraine 1. Shvets has the ball. Wants to roll. Gibbons. Not successful, but plays it to Shazny. It's back with Shazny, and the footing by Douglas Pratt is a vital one. Both teams, I think, will be happy with the 1-1 scoreline, and going into the break, they'll be able to go through team tactics and have a chance to take in some liquids. It's a good ball across. It comes across, and it's a nice touch. Number 8 takes it on for Ukraine. Great defending there by Leon as he lets that ball go out. Could have easily given away a corner, inviting extra pressure. 58 seconds remaining before the half. Gibbons knocks it wide. He'll be more than happy to play this one out and get into half time, where coach Steve Daly can try work his magic. That's not what the doctor ordered, as Adam Leon gives that ball away. It goes across to the number 9, Shazny. It's with Tremba. He plays the ball out of bounds on the left-hand side, and a little bit of fatigue setting in for both teams. It's been a physical contest since they arrived on Wednesday in every game, but now it's just gone up another level. Both teams competing in an elite sport, and what a sport it's been. It's been a pleasure to commentate on all these games. And as Harry Gibbons sees the clock, he just smashes that one down the line, not wanting to give it away. Many would have said it's a bad ball. Harry Gibbons knows what he's doing, relieves the pressure. There'll be one more attack from the Ukrainians as Shazny gives it out to the wing. Shvets has some room. He'll smash that one, and Harry Gibbons turns him away. 9 seconds left. Maybe a slight chance for the Ukrainians to plan something from out of bounds. They'll have to play it in quickly. Only 5 seconds to get it in. Avalenko will go back, and he'll be more than happy that this one is going to go into half-time. 1 each. So we go into half-time at the University of Wolverhampton. It's England 1, Ukraine 1. Fasten your seatbelts, turn off your phones, and make sure the Do Not Disturb sign is in the front door, because for the next 20 minutes, I guarantee you we're in for a treat. It's Ukraine taking on the Para-Lions. We'll see you soon.
IBSA, International Blind Sports Federation, presents, with the support of the International Paralympic Committee, IBSA Anti-Doping App, the first application of its kind in the Paralympic movement, specifically designed for blind and visually impaired people. Athletes, coaches, medical staff, managers, and the public in general now have a powerful tool to stay focused on the principles of clean sport. Scrolling down the main menu, you can find all the important themes you need to know to play fair and be alert to testing procedures and necessary adaptations for athletes with visual impairments. IBSA gives top priority to anti-doping control, being the only international federation with 3 sports in the Paralympic family: goalball, football, and judo. IBSA Anti-Doping App has external links, namely to WADA, where our sport agents can always find the most updated information, especially the list of prohibited substances and methods. Glory in sport can only be achieved by the athlete's awareness of their rights and responsibilities. You can find them on the IBSA Anti-Doping App. IBSA is continuously promoting anti-doping education to all its affiliate athletes and sport agents, not only about the consequences of the use of doping and the risk of using supplements. IBSA believes that education is the major tool to fight doping in sport. Informed athletes can make better decisions. Download the app now at the usual operating system stores.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen history being made today.
Such a great team at these championships.
IBSA. Beyond sight. Feel the sport.
welcome back to Wolverhampton. The half-time is over. These players making their way back out into the field of play. If you're just joining us, the score is 1-1 between the host nation England and the number 1 seed in the world, Ukraine. We can have a quick look at those 2 goals. First of all, it was a sensational free kick by the Ukrainians, and Lubachev fired that ball into the bottom corner. That gave the Ukrainians an early lead, but a slight slip up from the goalkeeper of Ukraine allowed England to get back into it. A speculative shot by Adam Leone didn't seem like it was going anywhere, but sometimes it's better to be lucky than good as the ball squeezes through the Ukrainians' legs. England won't mind that as they got back on level terms. Just before we start the second half, we can see all the players warming up for England being put through their paces, but we must mention these officials over the tournament, speaking to the man in charge of the officials, Tony Lettinen. He's given his time so much this week, and he's more than happy with how the officials have conducted himself, and recognises what a massive part of a successful tournament they have been. In today's game, Kirill Neshauser from Finland, Felipe Nesnira, and also Hugo Mendes are taking charge, and what an honour it is for them to be involved in this World Games final. So we'll be back with you soon, and we will be watching England getting ready to take on Ukraine. The Ukrainians, no sight of them yet, as England already take to the field. I don't know whether that's a good sign or a bad sign, as all the fans keep piling in. They're getting back to their seats. Some people saying, I was sat there. Well, no, you weren't. I'm having your seat. It's that type of atmosphere in here. Everyone wants to get to their seats. Everyone wants to get ready for 20 more minutes of intense action. Now, whether it's a ploy of the Ukrainians or not, they're taking their time coming back out onto this court. Not so sure if the manager will be having extra planning with them, and here they come. England will start the second half with Miles Chadwick in goal. Liam Spinks. Number 10, Adam Leone. Harry McDonald. And the maestro himself, the man in the middle, Harry Gibbons. Ukraine will start with Hetmanov, the number 2. Lubashev. Avramov, the number 1, will be Skotnikov in this half as a change of goalkeeper. Just can't pick out who it is on the far side to make up that starting 5. As memory serves me right, it will be Ivan Hutz. England playing left to right with 20 minutes to go. Who can take this prestigious trophy and be on top of the world? Ukraine pressing early once more. The ball goes out to the right hand side. It comes back across. And as the night dwindles on, this is the latest game we've had since Wednesday. England, do they have an advantage? They have always played the evening 5:30 games. And there is Harry McDonald, speaking about being asleep, robs the Ukraine defence. It comes to nothing. But back to the little psychological advantages. England have always played later in the day. Ukraine have always played early. Both teams getting to this point, finished top of their group. Ukraine dominant, yet to concede a goal apart from that one by Adam Leone. It's a good ball and it's a bad tackle. Non intent. Avramov had to go for that ball, but he definitely caught Miles Chadwick, and we hope the keeper is okay as he's playing very well. Eyes on the ball by Avramov, stuck out his right leg, and just a collision to the right shoulder of Miles Chadwick. Don't want the physio to come on, because if the rule is, if the physio comes on, which he has to do, then we have to have a substitution. So the substitute goalkeeper, the hero of the penalty shootout, Jack Walsh, stands ready to come on. Well, I think we can all welcome in this building a nice chance to just sit back and get our breath. It's been an exhilarating contest, and in the first minute of the second half, it shows no sign of letting down. The drums are being beaten by the England team. Can the Ukrainians be also beaten by the England team? We will see as Miles Chadwick lifts his arm. It looks like he's going to be okay. The one thing's for sure, he will not want to come off. But lying in wait is Jack Walsh, who will also relish the chance of coming on. And it's Miles Chadwick who is going off. And what a sensational first half he's had. Only beaten by that one shot. And Jack Walsh will enter the fray. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. He was spectacular in that penalty shootout. The ball is with Spinks. It'll go back to Gibbons. Pressing high up the field for the Ukrainians, and it works. Lubachev forcing Harry Gibbons back, and Steve Daly will be fully aware that somehow his team have to break out. Is it the time to put in Eason? Eason, the youngster, sat on the bench. What a task. Only just gone through his A-levels, and he's sat here waiting to come on in this World Games final. The ball is played back. It's a good save, and I think Jack Walsh may have got a touch to that. And you can just see the replay. I'm not sure whether he did, but it thundered off the upright. And did he? Yes, he did. What a touch. That will do Jack Walsh's confidence no end of good. As good pressing at the other end by Adam Leone. He'll go and try press high up the pitch. That ball, did it go out? No. The referee said it stayed in. It's a good run down that right-hand side by Avramov. Good tackle by Harry McDonald. Corner ball from the Ukrainians is as good as a set piece. The dip of the shoulder and the cross by Ivan Hutz, and he wants someone to be there. But Jack Walsh, take a bow. You have come in and played probably 2 minutes, and you have saved England as you tip that one right onto the post. So good contribution by the substitute keeper, but back into the game, the dominant Miles Chadwick. The ball will come to the left. It's with Leon. Gibbons takes over, and it's a flick by Spinks. Avramov not letting anything go past. Well, the ball goes under Adam Leon's foot, and he shows his frustration. Steve Daly turns the other way. Doesn't show any sign of disappointment in his players. He must be more than proud with how his team's doing. 1-1 against Ukraine. Shvets, such a handful, comes inside, and he was left to turn, and he had more space than he thought. I think if he sees that one back, he'll be thinking he could have advanced that ball into a much dangerous position. Spinks has it. Is the 1-2-1. It's sensible by Adam Leon retaining possession. It'll come back to Leon. Gibbons goes forward, a rare sight for England. Can he get that ball back? He's now on the right-hand side as he picks it up. It's a bad ball by McDonald, and Gibbons frustratingly goes back to create that shape, and he's in the centre of defence. It's come across to Leon. England on home soil are used to scoring. It's been a struggle, but no one said it would be easy. Same for Ukraine. The first goal they've conceded in this tournament is against the Para-Lions. Good tackle by Spinks, and a little bit of afters, and things getting chippy for both the number 9 Artem Shazny and Liam Spinks. You would expect that intensity with all to play for. So, 17 minutes 25 remaining in this game. The score is still knotted at 1 each. It's Svets, more than a haymaker, and it doesn't look like he's done anything wrong until then, but that one, a poor touch by the big man. Ball is with McDonald. It's a good turn, but Douglas Pratt says none shall pass. Good defending by the England talisman. A goal from him right now would be more than welcome for this home support. Adam Leon picks it up. It's a chance to come forward. He'll smash that ball, and it was tipped over. But I can tell you right now, from the angle we're set at, that was flying right in the top corner, and it's a good save, but another warning sign to this Ukrainian team. The Ukrainians will retain possession, and it looked like it was a corner ball. If they score from this, there will be absolute uproar. However, they don't, and the ball is just around the halfway line. The Ukrainians will go back into their own half. It's a good tackle by Harry McDonald. Patrolling the centre of defence is Shazny and Havlenko. They'll both link up, and the ball will come to Trember on this left-hand side. He'll dance with the enemy, and Harry Gibbons smashes that ball away, and that nearly came back into where the commentating and the cameras are. Harry Gibbons, no-nonsense defence, pretending he's on a Peter Kay advert, and he just said, have it. The ball is with the England team. Well, it's not. I thought for somehow that they would cut that pass out as it went down the line. And the Ukrainians in dominant territory once again, adding that pressure as it slowly mounts on the England team. The ball is smashed across, and Havlenko running out of ideas. That comes to nothing. Ball is with McDonald. It's with Spinks. He'll go back across Douglas Pratt. The ball is sold short, and it's won by Harry Gibbons, and he goes down. But he's happy that he won that free kick. And if you're just joining us, I'm not even going to go through what you've missed, because you should have been here earlier. This game has been absolute fire. And if I break and tell you what's going on, we're going to miss the action, because at any point one of these teams could strike. The quality on this field has been not let down by any player coming onto the game and any player going off. At one point, the goalkeeper Miles Chadwick, in vain form, went off. Jack Walsh entered the fray and made an absolutely outstanding world-class save. That's why the score is still 1 each. It's a good run. A nice run by the Ukrainians, and Huts will strike, but the ball will come to Douglas Pratt, and for once he has room in front of him. He'll try cross that ball. It was just a little bit too late, as he took one or two touches which allowed the Ukrainians to get back and flock around that England attack. It's with Lubashev. It's a nice ball to Hetmanov. He crosses it, and all of a sudden this game is opening up. Liam Spinks retains possession. He's going to have to go back, and that is the quality of Ukraine. All in a split second, it looks like they can be beat. But in half a second, they shut them shop and make you go back. Ball goes across. It's a nice touch by McDonald. Played across by Douglas Pratt, and England retaining possession. Not a bad thing at this stage of the game. If you are watching at home, I've got a question for you. Would you take penalties right now if you were the Ukrainians? Would you take them if you were England? Because as soon as this game is finished, we're going to have a little bit of extra time, and then we're going to be on to the penalties. So a lot more football to be played if this one remains a stalemate. the England fans playing their part on the sidelines. Definite advantage to be playing at home. It's robbed, and Avramov will play that ball, but it's well defended, I must say, by Gibbons and McDonald. It was Spinks that gave the ball away, but it was covered by the number 4 and the number 5 for England. And Ukraine, in a hostile environment, have faced so much heartache as a country over the last few years, and they're representing their country right here in this World Games final. What an honour it is to be in the ascendancy of these great players. Trember knocks the ball down. Gibbons will keep it in. He will have advantage, and he's licking his lips going forward. Douglas Pratt was clearly held back, and it's a free kick to England, and the referee trying to play the advantage, as we can see the replay. And Shvets for Ukraine, all over Douglas Pratt like a cheap suit. Douglas Pratt will move forward, and he'll be more than happy with what's happening, as the number 7 is told to get back and defend. Josh Pugh will have the ball. McDonald will come back and have a look at this one. Josh Pugh just discussing, should he have a shot? It's played to Spinks. Spinks will drive it, hit the midriff of Trember. He'll knock it back to the keeper, the number 1, Roman Skotnikov. Trember goes back inside. He goes again. His initial movement was good. His secondary movement even better. Comes back to the Ukrainians that will build again. It's a nice step over, and it's good play, but just runs out of room. But somehow Artem Shazny kept that ball in, and it ricochets off the goalkeeper Miles Chadwick for yet another Ukrainian corner. 13 minutes just over remaining in this game. Should we have extra time, that will be extended. It's a good shot, and it's well closed down by Douglas Pratt. Douglas Pratt starting to get that little bit of swagger. It's what England need. The fans are doing their job in the stands, making plenty of noise and staying with their boys on the field. It's a good save once again by Chadwick, and has he been alert to all kinds of danger. The danger man is Shvets as he goes into the box. It's played back, and it's picked up now, and Douglas Pratt has a chance to run. He's in pursuit by the Ukrainian defence, and Josh Pugh will knock that ball sensibly across to Liam Spinks. Liam Spinks will try to get down the byline line, and it was touched first of all by the Ukraine defence and shepherded round that near post by Skotnikov, but a good strike, as you can see, by Liam Spinks. The one thing that can happen is that anywhere that ball is placed, who knows where it's going to go. Spinks will drive it, he'll go back out, and it should be a corner ball, not given. It's goalkeeper's ball, as the England fans let the referee know on this side what they think. It's with the number 2, Hetmanov. He'll stroll out of defence, a little bit too much room for my liking, and it allows Lubashev to fire that one in. And Coach Steve Daly will know that you are dancing with death if you back up against this Ukrainian side. The ball goes out, and it's with Hetmanov. He'll resume proceedings. It will be with Ivan Huts. Ivan Huts will knock it back to Hetmanov, who'll casually drift towards the halfway line. It's a good ball down the line, and it's well held up. A major feature of Ukraine's success is the hold-up play by their front man. It's given away, and it's a poor ball by Spinks, but it's a good idea, and Douglas Pratt trying to win that ball. The referee is going to give him a yellow card, and that, I must say, is more than surprising. Douglas Pratt going for that ball as it went to the side. All he's trying to do is win it and stay in. However, yellow cards will not carry over, as clearly there is no more games after this. So Douglas Pratt just has to be careful and stay on his feet. Will Steve Daly give him a breather just so he doesn't pick up a second yellow? Adam Leone will close the ball down. It's impeded by Douglas Pratt. He'll pick it up, but the sliding tackle of Ivan Hutch presents any continuity from this England outfit. Josh Pugh will come across and put this ball in. It'll be back with Liam Spinks. Harry Gibbons still on the bench. Surely his return is imminent. Josh Pugh will give that ball away, and he'll win it back, and it's a good ball to Douglas Pratt, but he runs the ball out where he picked up that yellow card, and he lets it roll, and the Ukrainians will once again have a chance to dominate possession. It's 1-1 here at the University of Wolverhampton. It's England taking on Ukraine, and this one is no mean feat. We're playing for all the marbles. Douglas Pratt gets his whole body behind that challenge and challenges Avramov. Douglas Pratt, a physical specimen, can hold the ball up as good as any and can finish when he gets the opportunity. A nice ball to Josh Pugh will chase this one. It will go out, and sensibly Josh Pugh doesn't put the challenge in. Ball is over the top. Goes out, and the number 3, Lubashev, says good ball. I'll try get that one next time. Very difficult, the long ball, even to see for these partially sighted players. Everything within probably 15 metres is fair game. But if that ball goes from end to end, it's difficult to see it in time to go get the ball. But Liam Spinks makes his run, as we so often see, down this right-hand side. But Liam Spinks, the expression on his face says he is absolutely running on empty. Coach Steve Daly just having a word with his bench, and I'm sure they'll give Liam Spinks that chance of a breather. Even a minute, not 100%, can cause a team to be let down, as Liam Spinks does come out and back into the game, as predicted, is Harry Gibbons. Josh Pugh lashes that ball away. He knows giving it away in that territory is dangerous. Josh Pugh will track this ball down. Avramov will go left. It goes all the way out, shepherded well, and how well has Harry Gibbons done that? We enter the last quarter of regulation time with just over 10 minutes left. England scoring that second goal just before half-time to cancel out Ukraine's early lead. Josh Pugh will try go down the side, not somewhere he wanted to go, but he was led down the back alley and up the garden path. Good defending by the Ukrainians. Ukraine playing all in yellow, playing right to left. They'll have the ball deep in their own half. They'll come across the halfway line, and it's once again a good run down the right-hand side. But Miles Chadwick, if he can outlet this ball, England would have had numbers. You would like to see the Para-Lions be slightly more braver in those situations. Ball will go across. Josh Pugh has a chance, and he hits the target, but it cannot go in. And if anything, it probably fell to the wrong man, as Josh Pugh, known for his defensive tracking, as he tries to get back there, and we have a one-on-one and Avramov, and what a play by Miles Chadwick. He was alert, he came out and narrowed the angles, and Avramov comes off the loser, but your heart was in your mouth if you were an England fan or an England player. A replay clearly showing that was a good chance, and England have a 2-on-1. A noise brought back, but Steve Daly is absolutely furious as it fell. It fell to Douglas Pratt, and he had numbers. He had a man over on this right-hand side. I think it was Adam Leone And England penalise, having to take the restart with all 4 players, all 5 players including the keeper, for Ukraine behind the ball. Wow. Anyway, moving on to the next play. The ball is with Gibbons. It's now at the feet of Leon. Gibbons goes on. And you can see the intent of Harry Gibbons wanting to get down that right-hand side. Adam Leon just off target. But can it be Gibbons that can unlock this defence? We're used to seeing him sit back, but he is good at going forward, especially on that left-hand side. That's where his 2 goals have come from in this tournament. It goes back, and Douglas Pratt will be in pursuit. He'll have to man-to-man mark number 8, Anton Havalenko, and the England bench are loving the effort by Adam Leon. Trember will knock it inside. He'll hit the target man, and this is dangerous. But it's picked off, and there is a 2-on-1. Can he get his head up? It's a great ball! And oh, that was the chance. And Adam Leon will want that one back. Was a clear-cut opportunity, a beautiful ball by Douglas Pratt. And that should have been 2-1 England. What a chance. Gibbons gets his foot in, and it was a good touch. But as that ball goes out of play, shall we see the replay? Douglas Pratt doing everything right. The timing on the ball was perfect. And Adam Leon just could not guide it into the opposite corner. The whole of the England crowd stood up. The goal beckoned, just couldn't deliver. McDonald pulls up the shorts and sets off once again. England more than happy with how they're playing. It's a timeout to the England team. A chance for Steve Daly to maybe look at some strategy, maybe just giving his team a break. But he will be happy with the energy in this building. And these Ukrainians are starting to look like they could crack. 7 minutes 38 remaining. We're sensing the mood of a swing in momentum. It's been all Ukraine in the first half, but England have come back and they've met fire with fire. 7 minutes 38 remaining. 1-1 England, Ukraine. Everybody breathe. Chance there by Avramov, but this was the better chance. And as good as Adam Leone's been, we will not want to see that again. Well, the Ukrainians have been methodical throughout. They've stuck to their game plan. A well-oiled machine. But can England open up this defence somehow? Changing strategy has put Douglas Pratt on the wing. Something that's been fruitful for these Paralions already in this tournament. They'll have the ball on the side with Liam Spinks. It will be inbounded, and Douglas Pratt will have chance to leash one. He will unleash one, and he says, did that come off Ivan Hutz? It clearly did, and it will be an England corner. But you can feel in this building that the pressure is mounting for England to start attacking. The ball is in the right side of the pitch. It'll come back out. It'll be with Liam Gibbons. And one better touch, and McDonald was in. Douglas Pratt will just scuff that ball back to Miles Chadwick. Back on the attack of the Paralions. Once again, I've said it before, Harry Gibbons spreading the wealth. Doesn't want to get caught there, and it's a poor ball, but as Spinks made that diagonal run, should it have been Douglas Pratt coming back for that outlet? Both teams are tired, like a boxer on the ropes. If this goes to extra time, it's for me, whoever is fitter. And Liam Gibbons has always got, Harry Gibbons has always got energy in the tank. Liam Spinks and Harry Gibbons for 1 minute morphed into one. Sorry, boys. Apologies to Liam Gibbons. And Harry Spinks. I'll leave you to work that one out. Good ball across Douglas Pratt. He'll come back and play that to Harry Gibbons. No fooling around now. Ball goes back to Miles Chadwick. It's at the feet of Harry Gibbons. It's now with Liam Spinks. It's across to McDonald, and Douglas Pratt nearly loses out. It's Hetmanov as he comes inside. Oh, and a good ball, and England now have a chance to run. McDonald will open up his legs and he'll fire that ball, but it comes to the impressive Ivan Huts. Almost looks like this Ukrainian team are going at 80% of their speed, but they're so methodical in their approach play. They're so precise that they can make the ball do the work and they can make the England team chase them. However, the energy is with England. Can they hold out on this attack? Hetmanov squares it. And there's Schwetz as he comes across the box, and the big number 7 unable to make contact. We're into the last 6 minutes nearly of this game. Harry Gibbons in control once more. McDonald losing out. It comes to Schwetz. He'll turn and fire, and the ball sails wide to the delight of Miles Chadwick. However, the referee says, wait on a minute, it took a deflection. Corner ball to Ukraine. Shooting opportunity, and it's well blocked, and the chance for McDonald, and so rare is space in front of these England players that as soon as they get the ball, and there is 3 or 4 yards, the arena suddenly gains energy. But Schwetz takes a shot, and what a great save again. Easy pickings for Miles Chadwick. Harry Gibbons in control once again. When is the time to pounce? That's what England have to make sure they get right. But the pressure is not as sustained by this Ukraine team as it was in the first half. England looking the more fresher at this point. The ball goes out to Spinks. More diagonal movement as Gibbons takes it on. He plays a lovely ball, and Douglas Pratt just went too early. But Harry Gibbons sussing out where these avenues are and which roads to take. Adam Leon back into the game. Adam Leon, for all that he missed that chance, he has an engine. He will be still going, whether it's in regulation time or it's injury time. He'll be still going at full speed. The physical specimen, if you stand near him, you can tell he works well at his craft. Harry McDonald, he's another one. It's a good ball. It's knocked down the stand, and there is Adam Leon. It ricochets back, and it could have been a nice break. Number 9, Artem Shazny, just a bit too much on it for the number 4, Trember, who's played an exceptional game. Harry Gibbons has his fingerprints all over this one. Ball goes through him again. It goes left. It's Spinks who sprays it wide. McDonald will pick it up. It goes under his feet, just a little bit fast for him to control. And England, body language says they didn't like that, because they know the danger of where this ball is. It's just parallel to the edge of the box, just a little bit further behind now. It's in the final third, just. It's with number 8, but it breaks now to Adam Leon. It's a good sliding tackle by the number 9, because Adam Leon would have skipped his man and he would have been gone. Spinks goes back over to the left. A tense atmosphere in this building. It's all you can ask for in a World Cup final. Ball comes across with Spinks. Airs on the side of caution. It's back to Gibbons. Can Gibbons be brave and unlock this defence? Fans on the side will be playing, saying play it safe. Ball is slashed. I'm not sure whether that was a shot by Harry Gibbons, but nevertheless an easy catch for the Ukrainian goalkeeper. Ball is down to Avram. He loses it and wins it back. And a moment of pressure there as Miles Chadwick, alert to everything, pounces on that ball. Harry Gibbons switches it. It goes to Adam Leone. Spinks is the man over on this right-hand side. It will come to him. Adam Leone, he's given the ball away. And Spinks, saved by Miles Chadwick, who comes outside the box and gets a right boot to that. But a timeout called by these Ukrainians, and they have the ball in a specifically dangerous area on that left-hand side. You can only imagine that the timeout has been called to set up something specific. And at 3 minutes 34 remaining, here's the breakaway and that miss by Leone. But with 3 minutes 34 remaining, this would be the time that would be absolutely devastating to concede. It's England 1, Ukraine 1, playing for everything here at the University of Wolverhampton. Going back, there's been 7 teams from different countries around the world. The French finishing 7th, Turkey finishing an unlucky 6th, Italy taking 5th spot, and we saw the 3rd and 4th place playoff earlier. Japan absolutely walloped. They had to make do with 4th place, and then finishing 3rd was Spain. What can the Ukrainians conjure up here? Do they have one last trick up their sleeve? It comes to Hetmanov, and it's a basic routine. No real wizardry there from the Ukrainians. It'll be Miles Chadwick who'll put the ball down, taken over by Harry Gibbons. Adam Leone will take it on. I'm sure Steve Daly has been saying we do not need to lose that ball, but that ball is won, and all of a sudden there are numbers. It's a bad decision by McDonald, and back come the Ukrainians. Adam Leone backtrack well, and good defending by England, and they win the ball. A little bit of tiredness creeping in as Avramov goes off, and Shvets will have to defend down this left-hand side. Small margins mean everything. Shvets is on the right-hand side for Ukraine, but defending against England's left-hand attack. He's not the quickest of players. Harry Gibbons will definitely smell blood, and if he can get on that left-hand side, he'll attack Shvets. That won't happen, as now they've switched, and Lubachev has gone onto the right side, and Shvets back up front. 2 minutes 45 remaining. It's Ukraine 1, England 1. Ball is down the right hand side, and a good block by Harry Gibbons, and lashes it to safety. Taking no chances as we approach the final 2 minutes of this game. The Ukrainians will have a chance to come forward again. It's a good spell by Ukraine as they're pegging the host nation back. It's a nice move as he goes round the outside, and a devastating blow for these Paralions as Shvets, only just come onto the field of play, sticks out a boot. And we knew if it would come from the corners. And down the left-hand side, a beautiful delivery by Oleg Hetmanov. And England are on the ropes. Is that the final blow? Courage beyond belief. As Steve Daly looks to really roll the dice, he's preparing Harry Gibbons to come on and play that goalie rush kind of position. Is when England, what a goal by Adam Leone as they immediately come back, and what a strike by the number 10. Would you believe it? This place has gone absolutely bonkers. It's England 2, Ukraine 2. Take a bow, Adam Leone. This is your moment. What a goal. Back to business. Everybody has gone absolutely insane in this building. And Adam Leone, you've got to feel the enthusiasm. Ice running through that man's veins as he unleashes one. What a goal. And what a 2 minutes we've had here at the University of Wolverhampton. Everyone is shocked, particularly the Ukrainians, how emotions can go. Ball is won by Douglas Pratt. It's a good tackle and it needed to be by McDonald. It will go out. And England potentially can get to extra time, and it feels like a small win. Harry Gibbons will settle everything down, but what a strike. And Adam Leone missing that early opportunity. These England fans must have thought it was done with around 2 minutes left. Ukraine took the lead at 2-1, and once again Adam Leone is that man to go and smash that ball into the net. Miles Chadwick taking no chances, and with just over a minute left, what a time to strike by the Paralions number 10. 2 goals for Adam Leone, and we've had some heroes on the way to this final. Jack Walsh being one in the penalty shootout. Harry Gibbons has been one all the way through, and they're encouraged to go forward here. The ball is with Douglas Pratt. A goal now would surely seal it. It will come to Pratt. He'll roll. He'll go into the box, and it goes for a corner. And with 54 seconds now, England look like the more likely team to take this right at the end. It is a corner ball. Does Steve Daly have a timeout left, or did he use it earlier on in this half? Harry McDonald pulls the shots up. He knocks it to Gibbons. Everyone thought, is this the moment? As that one sailed behind for either a kick in close to the corner or an actual corner. We'll resume play with Harry McDonald and Harry Gibbons. Gibbons goes along, and he'll be more than happy that that ball is in the corner. What a strategy it would be to take this one down and see that ball in the back of the net against the Ukrainians. Is this the time? Is it meant to be? As Harry McDonald, frustrated that ball just won't stay in the corner. It goes back to Adam Leone. It's across to Gibbons. He toe pokes that one, and both his goals prior to this have come from that spot. I'm sure he saw that go through his mind the moment he touched that ball. But right now, concentration has to be off the scale, as the Ukrainians will just keep that ball. They'll be more than happy to go to extra time and mount one final attack. Adam Leone comes across, did strike his hand, but unintentionally goes out. And with 30 seconds remaining, what emotions we've been through. I feel like I've been on an absolute roller coaster of emotions in this building. I don't know what the fans think, never mind the players. Ball is down the left side. It's in a dangerous position. Themba cuts inside, and Miles Chadwick will be happy to see that one flash past the post. So with 13 seconds remaining, it will be over to Leon Gibbons just to mount one final attack. Ukrainians will be more than happy if he just keeps it. He'll wait and he'll play that ball forward. The last thing that England need are to lose it. He'll smash it down court, and a sensible play with 2 seconds left. We are going to extra time. Quickly go get yourselves a drink. I'm imagining if, like me and any fans in this arena, you will be deserving of one. So from the University of Wolverhampton, it's England 2, Ukraine 2. Extra time coming up. So extra time will be put on the clock. 5 minutes of extra time to be put on. 5 minutes. Okay, so we finally got confirmation. There will be 2 5-minute halves of extra time played. If there is no coinciding result, we will be back to penalties. England will relish this extra time. I'm not sure any of these fans' emotions can take going into another penalty shootout. A cruel way to lose in a final, but with a stalemate in so many games, you could see this one going the full duration. And Ukraine away from home in England. There'll be people watching back in the Ukraine. Just want to say hello to you guys supporting your team. If they could win, what a journey home it would be and how much they would celebrate. Conversely, if England could take this one home, people watching around the country, they may be out at local pubs, they may be watching at friends' houses. This one could go on for a long time. Call your family, tell them you're staying out. Ball is back across with Harry Gibbons. Miles Chadwick will take it on. England changing and playing this first 5 minutes right to left. Safety first, a little bit too much as that ball is blasted down the court by Harry Gibbons. Everyone is absolutely shattered in this building, but running on enthusiasm and adrenaline will be both teams and fans alike. The ball goes down the side, it's a good ball and it's dangerous, and Miles Chadwick just got there when it mattered. It will be a goal kick. It was well judged by Adam Leon. Scorer of both goals. Whenever England went down, he was the man. And would you believe that the Ukrainians, yet to concede a goal coming into this game, have conceded 2. A fortuitous one in the first half by Adam Leon, but there was nothing fortuitous about the strike that levelled this one up. What a sensational goal. Maybe the best goal he's ever scored. He'll come forward, he'll dance, and he'll score again! And Adam Leon has taken over this game. And what a goal! As he picked up the ball in the middle of the court, he danced with the enemy. And did he dance? He went right into that box and slotted the ball in the corner. And the number 10 says, give me that match ball. Can England hang on? England 3, Ukraine 2. And this seesaw of emotions just keeps building. Discipline is the key ingredient right now. It goes across. And legs must be like jelly for these players. As Miles Chadwick is saying, everyone calm down. I cannot imagine that the Ukrainians will not get another chance. They have been so good going forward, but they, for once in this tournament, are on the ropes, and that one could have easily gone in. And a clear warning sign that this one is far from over. We're totaling just over 8 minutes remaining, including that second period of extra time. Ball goes down the side, and England fans daring to believe. I mentioned earlier, as a youngster, could you believe that you could be even playing for your country? But could you believe that you're 3-2 up with 8 minutes remaining in a World Cup final? These England players daring to dream. Ball is back on the right hand side. It's with Hutz. It's well defended by Spinks, and you can see the game plan. Smash the ball out and let's defend in numbers. Unbelievable that with 2 minutes left, Coach Steve Daly was looking to bring Harry Gibbons on and not play his goalkeeper just as he was trying to make the sub. Good tackle by Harry Gibbons, but just as he was trying to make the sub, Adam Leone says, "Don't worry, coach, I've got this," and equalises. And not only did he equalise, he's just danced through that Ukraine defence to put England in a commanding lead at 3-2 up. They will have to defend this kind of corner as the ball is right down on the sideline, but only a foot out from the corner flag. The Ukraine's exceptionally dangerous. Lubashev stands over this ball. It doesn't help England that the floor is being mopped. Here, the referee said that's enough. Maybe the floor wiper just wanted her moment of fame. The ball is screwed back and it's well blocked, and will Douglas Pratt reach that? It's well defended by Alexander Hetmanov. Oleg Hetmanov bringing the ball back out. He'll knock it wide, and it's gone through, and it's the number 8 who's had the chance. And like I said, Miles Chadwick will have to be alert. These England players, they daren't switch off. You have to see this one out. If you are England, everyone behind the ball, everyone defending numbers, as Liam Spinks has took a knock. Doesn't look like a good one. It's on the edge of his toe. We'll see if he can stand up and play on. A sensible option would be to go down if he's not 100%. Adam Leone ready to come back on. A goal scorer in rich form and up for the challenge. And it looks like Liam Spinks is okay. It will be a corner ball. The Ukrainians will play it all the way back. It'll come to Lubashev, scorer of the first goal. He'll have it back in his own half. He'll knock that ball wide, and it will be with Avramov. Lubashev once again. Avramov plays it down the wing. It's nicely kept in by the Ukrainian number 8. But to the England fans, joy, it will be in the hands of the ever-safe Miles Chadwick. Liam Spinks will have the ball. It's a good ball across, but Harry McDonald was unable to control it. And coach Steve Daly just checking that Liam Spinks is 100% and he can continue. It goes across once again to the right hand side. It's Ukraine in possession. It's a great ball and a chance, and good defending by Liam Gibbons as he suddenly found himself with a 2-on-1. But like I've said before, cooler than the other side of the pillow, Liam Gibbons. He'll be faced with a 1-on-1 and nearly rolled by Svets, and that could have been dangerous. And England breathe a sigh of relief, and everything that goes towards the England goal is not easy. Gibbons will take his time. It was a good ball, and if that one hadn't been cut out, Adam Leone had the chance to get his 4th. It's played through to Svets. It's well laid off, and that was the chance. Ukraine, what a play. Svets the target man. Steve Daly will have to figure this one out. Svets rolled that ball off, and how did Tremba miss the open target? A lot of football to be played as Liam Gibbons smashes that ball. Now, 1:24 left, but we have 5 minutes more coming. If England could, and there's the danger man once again, and a real problem for Steve Daly. Does he sacrifice the ability of Harry Gibbons? He's over there holding his head. It's a big decision. Does he sacrifice him? And does he bring on Josh Pugh to take care of that centre forward? Ball is last across, but Svets is causing major problems here for the England defence. It's rolled into the other target man, and can England break? Harry Gibbons will let that one go out, and they'll have chance to calm everything down. It will be with Miles Chadwick. It'll go back to Harry Gibbons. He'll set off cross court. He'll play it to Adam Leone, and he doesn't want to lose the ball there, but it will roll to Miles Chadwick. He doesn't want to take any chances and lashes that ball out. The ball is on the right hand side. It comes to Adam Leone. He smashes that ball and it could have spilled out of the hands of the goalkeeper. But defended by Douglas Pratt. Douglas Pratt stands in front of the ball. It's the danger man Svets, and a good tackle. A good tackle by McDonald. The ball is to the side. It comes to Trember. It's a good tackle, and it will be England's ball, to the relief of the fans. 32 seconds remaining in this first half of extra time. It's the host nation England leading the world's number one Ukraine 3-2. Josh Pugh has been brought on for defensive reasons. Harry Gibbons has more than done his job. Can this team see them over the finish line? A goal right now from the Ukrainians would be demoralising and would give them momentum going forward. But Harry McDonald possibly could have picked that one off. And Svets plays it down. There's a slip. Fortunately for Hetmanov, it looks like he's potentially pulled a calf, but he slipped just as he was about to pull the trigger. Josh Pugh will play that ball down. Douglas Pratt being told that the long ball is on. 9 seconds remaining, and as that ball will come in, that will be the end of this first half of extra time. It's 3-2 to England. Replays coming up, and what a goal it was from Adam Leone, single-handedly putting this team on his back. You love the emotion. Douglas Pratt there, what a team player he is. Hasn't managed to get on the score sheet for the last 2 games, but he won't be bothered. All he'll be bothered is he going to lift that World Cup. So we've seen plenty of excitement for the England team. 2 days ago, Spain in the women's game came out victorious and the Lionesses went down. But is it the time for the England programme to redeem itself? These Para-Lions have the chance. Absolutely raucous atmosphere here. We've been with you all the way through. We've been with you all the way through since Wednesday. It's been an absolute pleasure. Is it going to be the fairy tale ending? On the floor now for England, the ever impressive Miles Chadwick, the talisman Douglas Pratt, Harry Gibbons, Harry McDonald, and the man of the moment, Adam Leone. Ball is back with Gibbons. Surprisingly, the Ukrainians have taken off Svets. He seemed to be the target man up front, and Chadwick gets rid of that ball and it's given away. And will Chadwick have to come up with a save? And wow, McDonald puffs out the cheeks, pulls up the shorts, and counts himself very, very lucky. The ball is blasted in, and Lubachev was right there. And this is a dangerous game. Too long to just sit back against this Ukrainian team. The best form of defence is always attack. McDonald has the ball, and it ricochets off the number 11, Ivan Hutz, and it's back in the safe hands of Miles Chadwick. Ball given away once again by Harry Gibbons, uncharacteristically, and these fans are getting nervous. It's a very, very good start by this Ukrainian team is Hetmanov. He's faced by Douglas Pratt. He goes wide, and it's really a poor but tired shot across goal. Come cross from Oleg Avramov. Not the quality we've seen, as it's blasted by Harry Gibbons, and England will have to play with a little bit more finesse than that. Or is it acceptable for Steve Daly's team just to consistently clear their lines? Harry Gibbons will have the ball. He'll knock it across to McDonald. Plenty of space for the England big man. Back to Harry Gibbons. He'll play it to Adam Leon. Adam Leon will go back to Gibbons. Gibbons not taking any chances, will blast that ball away. But you can see the game plan of Steve Daly is to allow Harry Gibbons to take over and conduct traffic. At times, very, very good at spreading the wealth within his team. There's no doubt that under any danger, that ball will be down the other end. All they need to do is hang on for just under 4 minutes. It's good defending by Adam Leon and crowded out by Harry Gibbons. That ball will go out. Miles Chadwick will put it down, and it'll be at the feet of the diminutive playmaker. He smashes the ball. And how do they need Douglas Pratt to be that hold-up man? Surely we will see some goalie rush, and we do. It will be the chance for England to defend and maybe get one at the other end, which will definitely seal the deal. Harry Gibbons goes out and defends Avramov very well. The cross is coming in. Oh, and it's a goal! And England, how did they concede that goal? And Harry McDonald just didn't get out to defend, and the ball has squirmed right in the corner, and it's a mirror image of the goal that England scored. Ukraine were ready to go, goalie rush, and bring someone off the bench and play without a goalie, just as England were at the end of the second half. And this building is lifeless. Looks like a hamstring pull, or maybe a groin issue from Robert Trember. But if that is the last touch of his competition, what a touch it was, as Ukraine draw level at 3 each. Steve Daly getting off the bench and saying everyone be positive, and definitely Robert Trember will take no further action. He looks like he's pulled either a hamstring or it's a hip concern. Is that good news? Because I thought we would see Švec coming back on. But at 3 each, now it looks more likely that the Ukrainians could go on and win this game. And I asked some of the fans earlier, would you settle for penalties? They ummed and ahed and said maybe. And I think right now the Ukrainians have the chance to pounce. Adam Leon doesn't want to give it away. Douglas Pratt with the back heel. Nothing doing. Emotionally, can England pick themselves back up? This place was pandemonium with 2 minutes left in the opening period of extra time. Right now, it's like a morgue. It's a good cross, but Adam Leon still weaving and believing as he goes down court. He provides a nice ball, but Švec with the back pass, and the goalkeeper Skotnikov, was all he's really had to do is pick the ball out of the goal against Adam Leon a couple of times in this second half. He lashes the ball out, doesn't take any chances. McDonald will spray it wide. It'll be with Harry Gibbons. No one really wanting to go for it, but a good tackle, and McDonald has lost out. And good play and great play. Physicality at its finest as Harry Gibbons comes across. And they say corner ball. And we'd like to see a replay on that as the England fans stand up in utter disbelief. Did that ball go out for a corner? The referee has said yes. So that's what we're going to go with. The ball is with Hetmanov. He'll curl that one, and he'll end up hitting the back wall and going towards the roof. Miles Chadwick will put it down yet again for Harry Gibbons, and these players must be absolutely on their last legs. It will suit the Ukrainians to go to penalties. They look more than tired. Adam Leon will resume play, and Harry Gibbons sprays it across. It's back with Harry Gibbons. Whatever happens with both of these teams, they are leaving everything out there. McDonald loses it again. He's been more than sloppy on countless occasions. It's Hetmanov, and he pile drives one towards the goal. Unfortunately for England, Hutz is not as decisive. (3-3) here at the University of Wolverhampton. Just under 2 minutes remaining before we go to the penalty shootout. Miles Chadwick will be fancying himself in goals for the penalties, but one more attack really, at least one more shooting chance, and Miles Chadwick is going to bark at his players and say, come on guys, everyone remain and keep concentrating. Onto the field of play for these last minutes is the number 8, Anton Havlenko. Is he the man to unlock this England defence? Miles Chadwick gets down and smashes the ball with his feet deep into England territory on the left side. Havlenko will play the ball back across. It will be with... just pause for a moment because he looked like he had his head over that ball, but Hetmanov disappoints once more. And with 1:35, can England get forward and fashion one more opportunity? Adam Leon moving off the ball very well. Harry Gibbons says, well done getting forward. Adam Leon still buzzing around the box for the England team. Ukraine will come forward. England then dive in and give them the extra man advantage. Every little play is massive right now as Leon tracks that ball down. It'll go back to the number 3, Lubashev. Seems like an eternity since he put Ukraine in front. Since then, plenty has happened. A hat-trick by the hero, Adam Leon. Even England went in front as he will pounce on the ball. Will he get forward? Oh, and that ball nearly came. And Douglas Pratt lashes at that one. And wouldn't it have been sensational for this building if that one had gone in? A chance to attack again as Harry McDonald huffs and puffs. And can England huff and puff and blow this house down? Gibbons will be over it. He sprays it wide. It's with Adam Leon. Adam Leon dances into the box, and there was a chance, but it ricocheted off Harry McDonald. And with 40 seconds left, you can see no more than 1 or 2 attacks. But the bad news is Shvets is on. Harry McDonald will play behind Shvets. A dangerous policy as it goes out, and it is a handball, and they will have a free kick. And in dangerous territory here. Can the Ukrainians play that ball into Shvets, and can he conjure up something? Ball is with Hetmanov, with Lubachev. He plays it into Shvets. Now the movement of Ukraine. And it's gone in! And it's absolute heartbreak for England. And with 22 seconds left, Ukraine have taken the lead, and it looks like now it is all she wrote. Harry Gibbons will play as an outfield player, but nothing short of a miracle will see these Para-Lions come back into this contest. But what a strategic play it was by coach Chikailo to throw the big man in there. And didn't he do well as he turned the corner and smashed that ball, and somehow it found a way through. 22 seconds left. The ball goes back and Harry Gibbons will move it forward. 14 seconds remaining, and surely now Ukraine will keep their world number 1 spot as Heisman will play it to Harry Gibbons. It's across to Adam Leon. back to Gibbons. There will be one more chance. It will go to Douglas Pratt. Back across to Gibbons. He'll dance inside and that ball goes out. And with 2 seconds left, it is Ukraine that'll just knock this ball into play. And that is it. And I'm sorry to say, stick a fork in them. England are done. And heartbreaking loss right at the end for the Paralions, as they did absolutely everything. And they will be spent. And on home soil, this place has been rocked. The fans still applauding their country. Tears from Adam Leone as he did everything he could. But we must congratulate the Ukrainians. They just didn't give up. They were clinical when it mattered. And what a performance by the team in yellow. Ukraine are your 2023 IBSA partial sighted world champions. So, as you can see on the field of play, we have the presentation ceremony, but heartbreak for the England team as they score 3 goals. But with the final seconds remaining, Ukraine pounds to get a 4th. And what a contest. Hold your head up high, all Paralions. You have represented your country exceptionally well. Both fans and players and management will be very, very proud in a couple of days when they look back on this. It'll be a bitter pill to swallow for Steve Dale and his team, as it looked like they could have got over the line, was in a commanding position with a few minutes remaining. But it is the Ukrainian powerhouse, and there's the man of the moment, Shvets. It seemed like it was a dangerous ploy to let him get the ball on the edge of the box. He was just too big and too smart for the England team to deal with. So, just before the presentation ceremony, if you're not going to stick around, well, thank you for being with us. But we're moving on to presenting these medals. It will be the last places that will go first. Italy, France, Japan and Turkey will be invited onto the court. We will have the individual awards to follow. Best goalkeeper, fair play award, top scorer and the best player of the tournament, which is the MVP. There will be also referee presentations thrown in amongst us. They've been outstanding. You can't really fault any decisions they have made during this tournament. The best team has always won. Ukraine with the majority of the possession in the first half, and then England did come back and rally. It was the Ukrainians that had the more sting in the tail. If you look at every single player for Ukraine, they are lied down. They have absolutely left everything on this floor all week. So we will have a break in play, and it will be quite an extensive break as all the trophies and the medals need to be brought out onto the court. It's an agonising few minutes for the England team to have to wait. They wanted much more than second place. However, they have really been proud of what they have done, and the whole of the UK is behind them. But what heartache the England national teams have suffered over these last few days. Being the bridesmaids is no fun in any competition, and the Lionesses have experienced just the same by losing 1-0 from the Spaniards, and it was the Ukrainians who just had one more than these Paralions. Adam Leone in screen, what a performance, and no doubt he would swap all his 3 goals for a dull 1-0 victory. It wasn't to be. And Players are being hugged and congratulated on their performance. I don't think you can give any more as a national team player. Playing for your country at any sport is a massive thing. And these guys have been sensational. We're going to have a look at some of the highlights just while we're waiting for the presentation to get ready. I'm going to have a little bit of a breather. It's been absolutely exhausting sat up here in this commentary booth. But just watch the highlights and enjoy. So keep enjoying the highlights. We'll be back with you in approximately 5 minutes. So, hope you enjoyed the highlights. We're now on to the presentation side of the ceremony. And the chair of British Blind Sport is coming out to give their officials their just desserts. Tony Lettinen, the head of officiating, goes out first and receives his award. He'll stand at the centre circle, and all the referees will be rewarded for the part that they've played in such a great event. 1,500 athletes across the different sports, 400 volunteers, and what a tournament it has been in all of the sports. Goalball will still be competing in the next few days. But this is the end of the partially sighted football tournament. To be one of the main events throughout the course of over a week. And the officials in all sports playing such a key role. So as the referees depart, we're looking at now more individual awards. So the best goalkeeper over this tournament. Presented by Ilias Mastoras, the chair of IBSA Football. And rightly so, it's gone to the Ukrainian goalkeeper as he comes out to get his award. And what a keeper he has been, the number one, Roman Skotnikov. What a player, as he takes the best goalkeeper award. Next up will be the Fair Play Award. So Japan, who are not here in attendance, who left the building earlier, but they have been given the Fair Play Award. It would have been Joe Walsh, the Vice President of IBSA, giving that award out. Japan. So, the tournament's Golden Boot Award of top scorer, Catherine Gilby, will be speaking, the head of para performance. She will be presenting this award. So, England's Doug Pratt on 6 goals, and what a competition he has. He was unable to score today, and I'm sure he would give all those goals back for a winner's medal. But what an individual accomplishment. The Golden Boot winner, the top scorer of the IBSA World Games and the host nation team, Mr. Douglas Pratt. And the next one will be the MVP, the most valuable player of the competition. Prashant Pillay of Wolverhampton University stands and waits to find out who the best player. So, the best player of the competition, Vadim Shvets, gets the award. And if you can think of anyone who made any more major impact than he did in that last 2 minutes of the game. I'll gladly take on that argument, but well done to Vadim Shvets. So, on to the medal presentations. First of all, the president of Skylight, a major sponsor of this tournament, Mr. Habutsa, will present the bronze medals and the trophy. And in third place, beating Japan earlier, were Team Spain. Well done, Team Spain. Carried themselves with so much class. Went up against England early on in the tournament and were up with a major advantage, scoring those 3 goals and let England back in. How different it may have been if they would have finished top of their group. But they had to play Ukraine in the semi-final and were dominated 3-0. But nevertheless, they'll take home the bronze medal and they'll be taking home third place in the world rankings. They're just receiving their medals, each player giving their all. What a performance by that man, Saul Zamora. He says thank you. Serda will have that medal placed over his neck. And Mendes, one of the younger players on the team. What a sensational tournament he has. All these players, even representing their country, have done it with class, but to gain a top 3 position is unbelievable. Take a bow, Team Spain. So, just running through the individual awards. The best goalkeeper, Ilias Mastoras. The top scorer, Catherine Gilby. The best player, presented by Professor Prasant Pila. The best player of the tournament went to Vadim Shvets. So we move on. Slight error in the graphic there. It's been a more than hectic game. But we move on and we look at third place. The Spaniards, and well done once again to the Spaniards. It is their moment to celebrate. They will enjoy the trip home, and they know, although they didn't get to the final, they'll be more than happy with third position. And we all know second position So from the FA, presenting the silver medals and the trophy, is Baroness Sue Campbell. England, the host nation, the crowd rises to its feet one more time. Heartbreak at the very end of that final, but have they represented their country well? Yes, indeed they have. Take a bow, those Paralions. In a week or so, you will be exceptionally proud of how you've conducted yourselves. Tears at the end of that game, not for only the families and the crowd, but more so the players. The manager, Steve Daly, couldn't contain his emotions, broke down at that final whistle, and they will have to settle for a mere second best team in the world. The youngster Jacob Heisman getting his medal, just finished his A-levels. What a time for him. Liam Spinks got injured in that game, having to come off. And there is Harry Gibbons. cool under pressure, just couldn't get the job done, but he knows how close him and his teammates were. Miles Chadwick, unfortunate at the end, a couple of goals that ricocheted into that goal that he just couldn't save. If anyone could have, it would have been him. There's the other supporting staff receiving their medals. And Douglas Pratt, with his fist in the air, just wants to keep everything in perspective. They've done an outstanding job. The coach, Steve Daly, absolutely choked. He receives his medal. He was overcome with emotion. Former England player, many caps to his name. He's now gone into management, and he'll know what it means to those players to just lose out on the final thing. However, it is Ukraine who are the World Games champions, and they will step forward and receive their medals and the winning trophy. Joe Walsh, Vice President of IBSA, presenting those gold medals. The Ukrainians coming up one by one. He was the man of the tournament, Vadim Shvets. He'll be taking home not only a winner's medal, he'll be taking home the MVP award, the most valuable player. But every single Ukrainian man has given his efforts and represented Ukraine so well. A country under so much pressure, always making the news headlines for very political reasons. We don't wish to go there, but all we wish to do is say congratulations to the champions of the IBSA 2023 partially sighted World Games. What a performance all the way through by Ukraine. The only time they conceded goals was the 3 that Adam Leon scored today. Otherwise, a perfect record going into the final. And should you say they were deserving winners? Yes, indeed they were. Well played, Team Ukraine. This will be painful for England to watch. They've had to do it before as Ukraine has defeated them in other competitions, but they'll have to do it once again. As Ukraine will be presented with the trophy, and there it is, the 2023 IBSA World Games champions, Ukraine. What a performance. And they will go and have their photos taken. They go and have their photos taken. We're going to leave these teams to ponder, some of them on what could have been, but some of them to revel in the excitement of winning the whole thing. As the teams melee around having photos taken, I'd just like to say it's been a massive privilege working on these IBSA games in both the blind competitions and the partially sighted competitions. But thank you for coming along for the ride. We hope you've enjoyed every single moment of this elite sport, and I'm sure you'll join me in congratulating all the athletes who have put together some stellar performances. From the University of Wolverhampton, for the last time this year, it's me, Jason Swain, signing off. We hope you have a good rest of the summer, and congratulations to the world champions, Ukraine. Bye for now.